Hello, my beautiful babies. I hope you are all doing well. I hope this week is finding you a little bit more at peace with our new norm. I hope things are going well with everyone. Things are trucking along over here. Anyway, so today, this is week 2 of Rallia's vocal warm-ups. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I have some fun stuff for you guys today. So basically, first I want to start off with our quote of the day. And this quote of the day is, "Let us go singing as far as we go. The road will be less tedious." And is that not so true for what we're going through right now? We have so much time on our hands. And so this is the time to really focus on all of these new techniques that I'm going to be showing you guys, and some techniques that I've shown you guys obviously before, but also refreshing our memory is always going to be really good for you guys, as well as I've been doing a lot of research and finding new ways to explain them. So maybe if some things hadn't clicked before, maybe now it's going to click even more. But today we're going to start off with, I want to talk to you guys about our soft palates. Okay, we talk about raising the soft palate to take off the tension off the back of the throat. And I watched this video that was actually super helpful in explaining it in a different way that I think might be a little bit more understanding. So it's really important whenever we are singing that we don't breathe through our nose, right? Some of you guys have some bad habits of when we breathe in. If you do that, you can just feel the closeness. Do that for me real quick. Okay, so you feel that like kind of tension right there, as opposed to, go ahead and do that. So you feel how that more openness and how it's a little bit more relaxed here. So I'm actually going to do a demonstration that's going to show you whether or not you're breathing, if your soft palate is lifted or closed. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this little thing. It's called hunga. So I want you to go hung. Just do it with me. Hung. Do you hear that? Oh, by the way, make sure your hands are clean. I just washed mine. So if you can put your finger in front of your nose and you can hear that hung, that's obviously your soft palate is closed and it's coming through your nose, right? But if you go hung, that means it's in the right place, right? So do that with me. Hung, hung. So that's how you know whether or not your soft palate is closed or not. And that's also a really good way of showing you that when you're breathing through your nose, it's actually your soft palate is closing off, and it's not allowing all that space back there. And whenever you breathe in through your mouth, it just opens up super easy. I have to also make sure I don't go over time like I did last time. Okay, so then we're also going to talk about tongue placement. Okay, so a lot of us have some tongue tension. I know we've talked about that before. And there's always a like neutral spot for your tongue to lay, right? And it's supposed to be like just the tip of your tongue. Again, make sure your hands are clean, guys. The tip of your tongue should be resting just right behind these bottom teeth, just right here. Okay, so, and I have, what did she say? Moving your tongue, neutral space, tip of your tongue, resting behind create space. Okay, yeah. So for example, for ah, right? Now, if you were to say E, the bottom, this right here where your tongue is literally going to touch the top of your molars. E, ah, E. So it's still in that resting place, but obviously remember our mouth is like our filter, right? Our filter of what type of vowel comes out. So now for example, for like love, that's not going to be resting in the neutral space, but it is going to eventually get back into that neutral space, because we're going back to the ah vowel, love. So you see how my tongue went back to that neutral space, love. So you see where that is? So that is really important, because remember how I'm always like, make sure you open up on that vowel of whatever love spot. So spa, ah is the vowel for that. relax. Is the vowel, right? So relax. See how it goes back to that neutral spot? So kind of knowing where that neutral place is in your mouth is going to be super important, because sometimes people have our tongues go back. You see that whenever they open it up, they like push it back too far. So sometimes it's important to get our tongue out of the way. So there's a few, and I'm so glad I have this, and this is totally not washed. So hold on a second, because, you know, hashtag coronavirus. Hold, please. Okay. So this is like a crazy, what do you call it? Warm up that actually was like totally worked. So I was actually really impressed. Okay, let me see. Okay, so when it comes to tongue tension, right? So bad news is that your tongue is actually connected to your larynx. And if you guys don't know what your larynx is, Google it. It's right in the back of your mouth, where that little thing that hangs down. Okay, so one of the things that she said that you could do is, well, first off, to make sure that your tongue is going forward. This is so freaking weird and so gross. Put your tongue over this, right? And so what you can do is you can actually do any of these warm-ups that we're doing to get your tongue off of the back of your throat. Seriously, like, do it right now. Get a pencil, make sure it's clean, and do it with me. For my guys. And you'll notice that there's literally no tension back here. So that's a good way to help you to get your tongue forward. And then also, again, make sure your hands are clean, guys. Literally sing while holding your tongue. I can't think of a song. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I say that like thee. So even though I know it sounds weird because you're holding your tongue, but you can hear how there's no tension in the back. And then as you start to get a little bit more comfortable with that, just slowly, just grab like the tip right here, and then eventually just put your finger like on the tip of your tongue behind your teeth, just to make sure that it stays there. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And then eventually, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. So you see how my tongue is still forward? So that's just a way to kind of like train your tongue to continue forward and not try to like block all of this. And then also there are a few of you, and you should know who you are, that actually have your tongue, too far forward, where you're like, hey, and that actually makes everything go up this way and blocks it. So just put your head back real quick and just like super relax it. Drop that jaw. And then literally just, and all of a sudden your tongue should feel like just super relaxed and more or just not as forward. So that's another way to try to do that. So that's just kind of like a tip thing of like larynx, tongue tension. I thought it'd be fun to like give you like a little like overview of different things that we've talked about, and maybe have a video that you can go back and revisit if you need that. Okay, now we're going to move on to, oh yeah, also for the, oh, do that real quick, just, oh, we've done this before. Like, it's almost like a yawn. Like, pretend like you're yawning. Just feel all that space in there, and that Count Dracula, you know, we always talk about Count Dracula, I want to suck your blood. Everything is super relaxed and super open, to not create any tension back here. So this is a new warm-up, and actually I downloaded this girl's piano playing skills because Lord knows your girl can't do it. It's definitely something that I want to work on, but for the time being, I think this is gonna work better. That way I can focus on you guys and not have to focus on not screwing up my fingers. So the first one we're going to do is, oh, it's the slides. Because it's kind of like I said about that cantaracula, everything is, it's not supposed to be pretty. It's just kind of to open that and feel that resonance all right in here. So the first one is going to sound like this. We're going to start with and then E, and we're going to keep flipping back and forth. Yes? Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, let me go back and let me turn this up because I totally forgot to put it on my speaker thing. Here we go. Everything should be literally filed right here in that unicorn space. Boys, if this is too high, do it in the octave lower. Super relaxed jaw. I think we're on E. Your teeth should not be clenched. Count Dracula. Taking enough big breaths right there. Big breaths. Again, no clenching. Think of that Count Dracula space. Keep going. I don't know if we're on E or super relaxed. Yes, gentlemen, nice and low. Ladies, get your balls out. Really feel that resonance in that lower register. Good. That was good, right? Yay, I hope you guys are enjoying these. Okay, so then this next one is super fun. This one is, oh, how does it go again? Hold on a second. Okay, so, yeah, okay, so it's literally gonna go like this. The first one is slurred, and then the second one is staccato. So I should have taken a bigger breath. But anyway, so the point of this is to keep that super open space and to slur those ahs and to continue that energy throughout, and then have the staccato for that lower staccato breath. Yes, let's try it together. Oh, sorry. Staccato. Big breath. Staccato. This is gonna be hard, but I know you guys can do it. Yes? Big, 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 big breaths. Back to staccato. Think this. Back to ah. Good. Staccato. Slurred. this motion. Good, staccato, breath. Good, slurred. Yes, that was super fun. Now this one's, oh my gosh, I really love this one. You guys are probably gonna hate it, but I love it. So this one's super fun. Oh, we're already at 15 minutes. Okay, we're gonna keep going. This is the last one. So this one is really helps with articulation. There should be like almost like a pinginess. It's not supposed to really necessarily sound good. It's more so, like I said, for that articulation. So I'm gonna go pa 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 pa. So the first one is pa, second one is ah, third one is nya, and fourth one is nya. So the nyas don't really necessarily have any, the last nya doesn't have any vibrato. I'll do the first one with you because you're probably like, wait, what? This is going too fast. Okay, here we go. Ah. Sorry. Okay, here it is. I know, crazy paw. Super light, pa pa pa. Ah, think going up, going down. Nya. Pa. Ah. Men, do this in the octave lower if it's too high. Again, this is not supposed to sound necessarily pretty. It's for articulation. Cool. What do you guys think of that one? I know it's a little weird. I know a lot of you are probably like, ew, I don't like it. But this is good to stretch our horizons in different techniques, well, actually a lot of the same techniques that we're doing but with different vocal warm-ups. I know you guys have been yelling at me for getting to do vocal warm-ups for like the longest time. So this has been good. This has been good. So when you guys come back face to face, we'll be doing tons of different new stuff. So anyway, I love you guys. This video is way longer than I expected it to be, but this is all good because you will have all these videos to do for whenever you need them. Here's my last quote. Singing is a way of escaping. It's another world. I'm no longer on earth. So I will see you in 3, 2, 1, peace.